Hi, everyone. This week, you're going to be applying the metacognitive marker strategy to read chapter 31, the last chapter of To Kill a Mockingbird. And so I just wanted to model this for you so that you have an example of what the application of this strategy looks like. Essentially, metacognition just means being aware of your own thinking process. So what you're going to use these markers for is to just basically make that thinking process visible on the page. You'll notice that chapter 31 is short. I think it's about 2 pages long. So it shouldn't take you as long as the last assignment did. You may want to read through it once, and then the second time you read through it, apply the marker strategy. It's up to you. But I'm just going to model that for you here in the first few paragraphs to give you an example of what I'm looking for. Okay. So when Boo Radley shuffled to his feet, light from the living room windows glistened on his forehead. Every move he made was uncertain, as if he were not sure his hands and feet could make proper contact with the things he touched. All right, so I'm going to stop here. And this line here, I have a comment. So I'm going to use the asterisk. And my comment is, it seems like Arthur is uncertain about what to do because he has not left his house in so long. So being in another person's house, he's unsure of what to do. He coughed his dreadful railing cough and was so shaken he had to sit down again. His hand searched for his pocket and he pulled out a handkerchief. He coughed into it, then he wiped his forehead. Having been so accustomed to his absence, I found it incredible that he had been sitting beside me all this time, present. He had not made a sound. So this is surprising to me. So I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to use the exclamation point here. Once more, he got to his feet. He turned to me and nodded toward the front door. You'd like to say goodnight to Jem, wouldn't you, Mr. Arthur? Come right in. I led him down the hall. Aunt Alexandra was sitting by Jem's bed. Come in, Arthur, she said. He's still asleep. Dr. Reynolds gave him a heavy sedative. So perhaps I don't know what this means, what a heavy sedative is, so I might use the question mark here. Jean Louise, is your father in the living room? Yes, ma'am, I think so. I'll go speak to him a minute. Dr. Reynolds left some. Her voice trailed away. Boo had drifted to a corner of the room where he stood with his chin up, peering from a distance at Jem. I took him by the hand, and a hand surprisingly warm for its whiteness. I tugged him a little, and he allowed me to lead him to Jem's bed. So I'm going to use the heart here because this is sweet. That Scout went from being so terrified of him to being a source of comfort for him at this time. So you're going to do this the rest of the chapter, but again, I just wanted to show you an example.